Hello YouTube, welcome to my Bandos guide, where I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to take on Bandos for the average level player, above, and even lower levels. Right, so what you're going to see is the gear outlook on what you should want. You're going to want a Trollheim teleport, which is either that tab there, if you've got Love Story done, or runes, which if you've got fucking the quest will come back to me. Edgar's Rust done. There you go. So right, once you've got that, now I would advise overloads or a Dominion Marker 3 or 2 to 4 because they give attack strength and defense boosts. All three of those auras, which are Penance, Vampirism, Greater Reverence, and a Scrimshaw of Vampirism because you will be taking melee. Now I would suggest Chaotic Weapons for your prime. If you've got the 6th Age Circuit, I'd take that over the Onyx Ring Eye, and basically just something like that. If you're a lower level player, Fire Cape or even a Skill Cape works best there. I've seen people with Obby Capes as well, so it's not too bad. Ignore the broad arrows. Now, what you're going to want on your ability bar are maybe these 4 things, definitely. Now, if you're going in a group, which you're going to see me in a group soon, and you want a tank, you're going to need Provoke and Insight on there. So in case, you can't tank anymore, etc., and in case Bandos goes for the other guy, Provoke. Now, what you're going to want for the 4 attack things, seeing as I'm hoping you're using dual weapons, or even a Maul, is Assault is primary, Vengeance, I think it's Vengeance or it's Fury, Slaughter, and Slice, I believe it is. And if you've got dual weapons, you're going to want to take Destroy. Now this is because it completely wrecks Bandos. If you're overloading with Turmoil, you can hit up to maybe 15k with a spec, and that is possible. Maybe not 15k, 12.5k with a spec from constant hits, and I've done that. And if you've got 2 people there, that's basically all of his HP downed. You Slaughter, run under him, and he's sorted. So that is basically what you need on your ability bar. I would recommend you having Rocktail on 1 and Potions on 2, just in case you do need them. But Potions are the main priority here, as you're going to basically be using, well, at higher levels are going to be using the Soul Split and Turmoil. Basically, you'll lose no health. Now, with the Scrimshaw in mind, you will take the Scrimshaw, and as long as you've got a Vampirism, you don't need Soul Split. You can just protect melee, and you'll constantly heal for an hour. And you will heal extra from the little Scrimshaw for 3 hours. So make sure, if you want to go there for 6 hours or more and you're not a high enough player for Soul Split, I'd highly suggest taking Vampirism, or a few Vampirism scrolls. And remember, I'd always suggest Instanced for one reason. You get your own lobby, you die, you don't have to run into the boss room, quickly get that KC, and boom. Now moving on to getting there. Well, all I know is I've gone on about gear for long enough, so here it is. Now, this is in slow motion. It's moved on. You've been watching the path there. I showed you at the beginning how to get to God Wars from Trollheim, and that's all you really need to do. Make sure you've got the quest Edgar's Rust done and Love Story before you even attempt coming to Bandos or any God Wars, because it just makes your trips 10 times quicker and easier. Make sure for your first timers, bring a rope to click the little hole with the rope, and you can't be in your tool belt, has to be in your inventory, and you're at God Wars. And now I'm going to show you how to get the kill count for Bandos. Here it's really simple. All you've got to do for the KC is look at the God Wars minimap once you get in there, and go to the Bandos area. Make sure you've got a hammer equipped, because you are going to need a hammer in your tool belt or in your inventory, doesn't matter, as long as you've got one. And make sure you only kill the giants after you've banged the door and gone in here. Kill the giants, the goblins, the hobgoblins, Cyclopses, the orcs, and that's it. If there's anything red there, don't touch it. Now, my advice to you, something I forgot to mention in the gear, is bring a next item. The cheapest one is 10 mil at the moment, and if you can go to Bandos to solo it, you can buy it. Phoenix gloves, doesn't negate your damage at all. Anyway, moving on, this is how you get the KC. You need 40, and then you go to the boss room, which is located on the northeast side of this section. Now, here's a part where I can start telling you shit and all that crap. Here I duoed it with a friend in my own instance. You're going to really want your own instance because it stops you from getting hammered and wrecked and all that, so make sure you buy your own instance. And yeah, here it goes. So you're going to see me with a friend killing Bandos. It's honestly simple. I should have recorded the first kill by myself, then he just jumps in afterwards. It's pretty damn simple. I just use Soul Split, Turmoil and Overloads. At the top left corner you can see the Overloads icon and how long you've got left. and honestly, it just wrecks Bandos. Now, Assault and Destroy, if you've got them, you will utterly obliterate him. Now, warning to those who are actually killing him, recently Bandos has had a buff. Now, this buff allows him to constantly hit 2.5Ks if you're very unlucky like I was. After about 102 kills, we were dry, fair enough, but he was hitting 2.5k, 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 and my yak had recently died, so I couldn't actually have, stored food or anything like that, and it really wasn't good. So make sure you come prepared. A, make sure you've got your game chat open for your yak timer. B, make sure you've got spare yaks. And C, make sure you do your little checklist thing. So in a second, you're going to see a pop-up, and it's going to basically have a checklist of what you need to do for Bandos. Because honestly, it's pretty piss. You get used to it, but there are always things you forget. An example would be me. I always forget my scrolls, so I always have to ask my clanmate to. Which, yeah, it's not really, fair on them, seeing as I'm asking them to, but at the same time, I do pay them, like, 1 mil to say, love you. So, yeah, shit happens. So, here it is, my complete Bandos guide to the gear for an average Joe. Well, forget the Dragors, add a Chaotic or something instead. And this is the melee one. I'm going to test out magic and range as soon as I can be really fucked. And, yeah, so this is coming to a close of my Bandos guide. Now I show you the rewards you can get from Bandos. Enjoy. To conclude, here are the rewards. Now, Bandos is not highly profitable at the moment, but these are all the things you can get. So hopefully Bandos rises again, but if I was you, if you're doing this for heavy money making, I'd say skip this, go straight to Calfight King, which I will be releasing a guide soon, and it will be linked in the description box, or even as a little click here for Calfight King at the end. So thank you all for watching. Like, subscribe if you enjoyed it, and there will be more soon with a lot better quality. Right, thanks guys, bye.